podcast. Thank you. Thank you. That's right. He's back. I gotta know. Just for my own personal reference here. When was the last time that I published an episode? Was it prior? Was it last year? Oh my God. It was last year, folks. So much has happened since December 3rd, 2024, folks, when I'm recording this. It's February 3rd, 2025. My name is Alex Mador. In case you've forgotten, it's okay. It happens. People forget. I'm a pretty forgettable person, I've been told. A lot of people are trying to forget me. A lot of people are saying they're trying to forget me. People are trying, but they can't. Here I am, back on your RSS feed, folks. Right here, right where I'm gonna stay. You can't stop me. You can't do that. If this voice is triggering you, then I'm sorry, but we've got 4 years of this. We're stuck with him. He's here to stay, and he seems to be fucking worse than ever. Like, holy shit, guys. Donald Trump was inaugurated a couple of weeks ago. He's officially the president of the United States once again. And as soon as he took his hand off that Bible, if there was even a Bible involved, yes, it burst into flames. No, it didn't. We won't be the fake news over here with the short news. It's different. He followed through on a lot of hundreds of executive orders that he said he was going to do. He said he was going to do them, and he did them. Unfortunately, for a lot of people, we have millions of immigrants in this country who are now looking over their shoulders and feel unsafe because now our government is going to proceed with wasting millions of tax dollars to continue and exacerbate ICE's mass deportations. They want to get to a number somewhere between 14 and 16 million deportations when we don't even have that many undocumented migrants here in the United States. That's the craziest part. What's the deal with that? Let me get my stats in front of me and, papers and everything, so that they don't accuse me of being the fake liberal media. First of all, not a fucking liberal. Leftist. Secondly, fuck you. Carry on. So day one, Trump already started rounding them up, getting them out of here. There's a story about a plane full of migrants who his administration recently deported back to a certain country, but a huge chunk of those people that were on that plane were not even from that country originally. What's going on? What's the deal with that, huh? What's the deal with our tax dollars being wasted? What is he doing? He's sending you look like you're from that country. I'll send you over there. I'm not from there. Well, you're going on vacation. Figure it out. Good job. You just don't come back to me. We say bye-bye.
And we say bye-bye.
We say bye-bye, folks. We send them away. We don't think about how it's going to impact our economy, folks. It already is, if you haven't noticed. Fruit prices are going up. The agriculture industry is going to be, if it hasn't already, taking a massive, massive hit due to these mass deportations. A lot of people who are employed to do the labor to get the crops in this country are the people Trump is looking to get out of here. And that's a little bit problematic, folks, because, listen, I just quit drinking. I'm very much enjoying the smoothie guy lifestyle that I have now adopted, where I am insufferably into smoothies, and I'm like, oh, I feel so clean. I feel so cleansed. And it's not that expensive, I just go to the store and get the frozen fruits and some milk, and now fruits are going to be expensive. Now dairy's going to be fucking expensive
because I don't know why, okay? But egg prices, folks, he said he was going to make the egg prices go down. What did they do? They did the opposite. First he said the egg prices were going to go down, folks. Donald Trump, he said they were going to go down. Now they're going up. What's up with that? You can't do that. You can't lie like that, folks. What's going on? And then Elon Musk is out here, his little cocksucking yes man, being like, oh, yes, well, you know, some people need to experience hardship for a brief period before things get better. They will. I trust me. Believe me. Trust me. It's going to be okay. I don't understand why people are panicked, because I am so neurodivergent and out of touch with regular people that I don't know what it's like to live paycheck to paycheck and break down at the grocery store because I can't make myself an egg sandwich like I used to last week. It's fucked, guys. Government efficiency, my ass. It's kind of perfect and poetic that he named it Doge, because I don't know if I don't know if you guys remember what happened with Dogecoin, but that shit crashed. He promised that it was he promised one thing, it turned out to be another thing. Trump always says shit like that, but Elon Musk, he said Doge was gonna go to the moon, and people were prepping for that big SNL hosting gig he was doing. What was that, 2020, when he was still a liberal darling? And what happened that night? Doge crashed. Everybody who was in the know pulled out. It was a rug pull. Believe me, hearts were broken. College funds went to the ground, not to the moon. Instead of being able to afford tuition at a college, now you have to join the army, folks. Believe me, that was the plan, folks. He went on SNL and was like, "Yes, it's just a hustle," and then the price just. Why would you say that? You're so unserious. Why are you getting involved in the government? Just go run your stupid fucking Twitter that you've run into the ground. It's not fun anymore, folks. Believe me, it's really not. But back to the crisis at hand here. The Department of Government Efficiency and Trump's administration's methods of cutting costs that they're currently trying to do. They fired employees from the FAA. I can't talk. I'm sorry. In the masses to cut corners, cut costs, trim the fat. A lot of companies will do that. It's really alarming when the government does. You don't want the FAA to be understaffed. We have seen why this past week. Air traffic control didn't pick up that a fucking Black Hawk helicopter was going to collide directly with one of their fucking American Airlines flights, commercial jets. That shit doesn't happen. When was the last time some shit like that went down? Breaking Bad? First of all, that's fiction. Secondly, that was like a decade ago. You don't do that, folks. You can't do that. Breaking Bad, it was a fictional show. It was on Netflix. Believe me, I've tried to do it. I tried to break bad. Can't even talk in the Trump voice. What's wrong with him? You have him making deals with federal employees, being like, I'll buy you out for a lump sum, and then you leave your job because we don't want you anymore, because it's going to make us more efficient to be understaffed. That's going to be great for everyone, right? Believe me. Oh, it's so ugly out there. Every day I look at the news and I see things I don't want to see. And you go for a drive out here in where I'm at, and you see ICE around, making their rounds. The feds are just going about looking for somebody that doesn't fit into their color swatch that they're carrying around with them. You look a little brown. Speak for me. What do your papers say? Like they're doing the shit from the 1940s, you know? You know what I'm talking about, that thing. You know, the Nazi thing. Elon Musk literally did the Heil Hitler salute twice during that speech that foolish fucking speech he made celebrating Trump's inauguration. What a turnout for that, right? Jeez, he wasn't the only billionaire asshole there. There's Bezos, there's the Google guy, the TikTok CEO was there because Trump was like, "We're gonna bring back TikTok. It's still not on my phone, Donald.
Still not on my phone. He broke another promise. He's like, Sleepy Joe, what are you going to do? It doesn't matter if they're red or blue. They're still going to fuck over your life. That's why I voted for Jill Stein, folks. The only woman I'd ever vote for is Jill Stein. She looks like if Elizabeth Warren was actually smart. Believe me.
What percentage of this episode so far is just me doing the Trump voice? This is going to be a crazy 4 years. I don't know what comes next, but I'm not looking forward to the serious parts of it. Because, okay, they're stopping people who are literally American citizens. People who were born here just because they were speaking a different language out in public, or they look like you look like you're not from here. What does that mean? America was a country founded off of the backs of immigrants. All of our families at some point emigrated here, whether it was through Ellis Island or some other time or whatever the fuck, whenever the fuck, you know, the original colonists who came from England, their stupid beans and shitty breakfast over there. Yeah, I'm talking shit. I'm back. Yeah, I'm back, folks. What the fuck are you gonna do about it? I think Donald's he's doing a good job. No, Joe, no. I get to go relax. I still feel like I'm president. It's like I did nothing the whole 4 years I was there. Now I'm doing nothing now. It's really saying something, folks. Oh, my voice. We got Trump partially because Biden really did not do much to help the American people, did not stick to his guns with what he said to voters. You know, the people that voted for him, that trusted him, didn't do much of anything except for give a lot of money to Israel so they could go continue their campaign of terror against a small country of people that can't really defend themselves that well, and call the entire thing Hamas. You can't do that. You got to stop doing that, Israel. It's not cool. I don't care how many times you play the victim, okay? If you're going to pull the Holocaust card, then don't go and do that Holocaust onto someone else, citing the Holocaust that happened to you as a reason to do that to a completely different group of people, like not the Nazis. What are you doing? Holy war in general is really dumb. Like, I think Hamas is dumb. They shouldn't be doing the shit they're doing because they're putting a target on the entire country of Palestine because they should know better. They should know that Israel is going to find any excuse to be like, oh, there's a Hamas base in the whole country of Palestine. Let's just level the whole thing. Like, sorry to my Jewish listeners out there, but hopefully you understand where I'm coming from. What the IDF is doing is an act of terror. It fits the Merriam-Webster definition. Look it up and tell me that what they're doing right now, or what they've been doing up until the ceasefire, hopefully they're not. Are they still gunning people down that are trying to like get back? Because I heard there was some foul play happening where they were sniping Palestinians who were trying to get back. Sounds like them. Do you think that's cool? It's not. They're killing children. That's not cool to me. Killing anyone, not really cool to me. Believe me, who would have thought that I think war crimes are bad and that we shouldn't do them and that the U.S. should stop donating money to the people that do them? Hot take? Is that a hot take? It is pretty crazy that, like, right when Trump becomes president, Israel and Hamas agree to a ceasefire. With an asterisk, I would say, because Israel keeps pulling this bullshit, not releasing prisoners and all that shit. They're hostages. Why are the ones in Palestine, the Israeli hostages called hostages, but the prisoners? Oh, but is Israel taking Palestinian prisoners? No, those are hostages as well, motherfucker. the acrobatics that are being done with semantics here, it very much rubs me a certain way, and it's not the right way. Believe me. Am I going to become Trump slowly over these next 4 years? Left-wing Trump, leftist Trump.
We got to do something about the Supreme Court. They're taking away women's rights. It's not good. It's not good, folks. What do we? They're taking away the funding to Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood. Now you have to pay to go in there. You have to bing, bing, bing with your credit card or your Apple Pay or your crypto or whatever the fuck you do to get an abortion, folks. But only in a state that'll allow you. It's fucked up. What are we gonna do about it? We're gonna pack the court, folks, with Democrats. That's what we're gonna do. With women Democrats, folks, that understand what it's like to be afraid to have a child. Maybe you have a medical complication, or maybe you just aren't ready. It doesn't fucking matter, folks. It shouldn't fucking matter to these old white men. And here we go. We're in what, week 2, week 3? I don't want to count. I don't want to count. I don't want to count. It's barely just begun. And that's very doom and gloom of me, I know, and I apologize for that. But a lot of people around me are very scared. And I worry because they're worried. There was a part of me that when he got elected again, I was like, okay, we've done this before. We've been through this already. We got through 4 years of this motherfucker. Yeah, it was tiring. Yeah, it was on blood pressure medication for a lot of it, but we got through it. But this time, it kind of feels different. It feels like this is the revenge tour for the last 4 years of whatever Joe Biden's administration did. And the Democrats constantly trying to get Trump locked up and failing miserably because they fucking suck at everything that they put their hands on and try to do. They focused more on trying to lock up Trump than they did trying to actually fix the country that they now had control of because we elected them under the false promise that they were going to actually fucking fix the country. Here we are, Trump again, because they didn't. They didn't establish protections for migrants, undocumented or not. They didn't establish protections for women. Here we are, worried about civil liberties being stripped away from a huge portion of our population. Yet these fuckers wonder why nobody in my generation or younger wants to have children. We don't see a good future for them. We don't see a safe future for them. And we feel as though we have no control over that. We feel like anyone could just get picked up and taken away at any time. And that's not very fucking cool. And we see all of those billionaires standing behind Donald Trump at the fucking inauguration, scared, cowering behind the government that is supposed to be of the people, by the people, and for the people, but is now actively working to protect the highest class of elite against the people. Why do you think these guys are building bunkers? Because they're scared of people finally realizing, gaining class consciousness, realizing that these billionaires are just going to get them fucking wiped away and killed, realizing that the people in charge of the healthcare companies don't actually want to cover them for their life-saving procedures of any fucking kind, and that they all do not care whether we live or die, and they are in the pockets of the very politicians that we elect to take care of our fucking country that is now falling apart. The homelessness crisis is at an all-time high. The price of living, the cost of living, is unmanageable for the working class, and people are not happy. If you have health insurance, you're still fucked. With or without it, what's even the fucking point of having it?
There's a dude I heard about who he had to make a decision between paying rent for the month and re-upping on his inhaler for his asthma. He chose to pay rent. Young man's no longer with us. That's the type of America that they are nurturing, that they are promoting, that they are continuing, that they are making stronger while also weakening all of us. They banned TikTok not because it's owned by a Chinese company and they're afraid of our data getting given over to them. There's a billion other Chinese apps they could have, or devices they could have done that for. They chose TikTok because it's a place where word gets spread very quickly, and they noticed that people were speaking out against the U.S. government, against Israel as well, against the U.S. government helping Israel. They noticed that a lot of criticism of the U.S. government was gaining traction and that people were starting to wake up. Like I said, class consciousness, really scary word to these people that run our country. That's why they banned TikTok. Did you know that the app is already owned by a majority American companies? BlackRock owns a huge portion of it. A couple other companies in America like that. They own like 60% of the app. That looks like the majority to me. Seems like it's American owned. So what's the problem? We know already what the problem is. They're clenching their grip tighter on us every year, taking away more and more shit and saying it's to protect us. They're doing that with reproductive rights. They're doing that with LGBTQ rights, because you're not allowed to say that anymore. It's LGBT according to the Trump administration. Zuckerberg's company, Meta, is calling homosexuality a mental illness now. So a lot of the LGBTQ crowd that works for Meta is leaving. Because fuck that. You don't want to be somewhere like that. Zuckerberg is on this whole divorced dad vibe. A lot of people are saying it seems like he's getting a divorce. He's weird now. Like at first I was like, oh, look at him. He's glowing up. He looks cool now. Figured out a look that looks good for him. And he doesn't look like a sim character anymore, like a default sim. Good for him. No, he's just on this right-wing grift. Like all the other fucking billionaires who are afraid to get Luigi'd and think that getting in with Trump can get them some sort of protection and make them able to bend the laws even more to restrict us, the regular fucking people. It's really infuriating. And I don't know what we can do about it, but Trump says okay, so with TikTok, he's going to bring it back. So you have access to the app if you have it on your phone still and didn't delete it, because it's not on the App Store or the Google Play Store. You can't get it again. We're in this weird limbo with that. And we'll see if he follows through on that, but he's too busy deporting migrants, wasting money on that, crashing the economy because of shit like that. The priorities, whether it's Democrat or these fucking Republicans, their priorities are never in the right place in advocating for the people that live here, in making America actually great, or making it a better place. I don't know if you've noticed, but the streets are not paved in gold like they used to say. They're covered in shit because people can't afford to live anywhere. There's also a lot of potholes. You guys should get on that shit. Like, maybe stop wasting all of the tax money, sending it over to Israel. I'll say it again. Stop sending money to Israel. It's annoying. We have potholes to fill here in America. We have people that can't afford to live, can't afford to go to the doctor. What are we doing? Are we just punishing people? Do you want them to get mad and then turn against you, U.S. government? because that's what you're doing. You're doing the exact opposite. You're making yourself more afraid because you're making the American people more angry because they're realizing that you do not fucking care about them at all whatsoever. You're only perpetuating your own fucking shitstorm of personal anxiety and insecurity about a threat to your power. So get your shit together, pull it together, and actually do some shit that advocates for the people who really fucking live here. I don't know what else I can say. You know? We'll see what happens. Trump is doing a lot of shit. Oh, there was a second plane crash, by the way. That's cool. Not really. Not at all. This is what happens when you fire major, portions of vital infrastructure. Planes are just going to start falling out of the sky now, I guess. What are we going to do about that? What are we going to do about that? What is he going to do about that? Maybe he should rehire those people at the FAA that he fucking impulsively fired because it's going to cut costs. Whose idea was this? Was that Elon? Did you do that? I have burps. Oh. Why would you do that? Why would you do that, folks? But anyways, I think I'm going to head out. It's going to be another shorter episode. It's good to be back. Not under the circumstances, I guess. We're going to be covering Trump again. It's a new year. I'm sober now, so we're going to... Well, we'll talk about that another time. Maybe not now. Because I kind of want to just relax, eat a snack, do some other shit, you know? But anyways, I appreciate you sticking with me. I'm sure there's going to be plenty for us to talk about here. And stay tuned for a new episode of The Pool House with Alex and Kelsey. At some point, we'll figure it out, folks. Believe me. But until then, this has been the Short News Podcast. My name is Alex Mador. I love you. I appreciate you. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.